Islam, the religion dubbed as the religion of peace. Islam, the world's second most populous religion after Christianity, is home to around 25% of the world's population. The name Islam comes from the triliteral root SLM, which means submission to God, and a Muslim is someone who submits to God. In the 7th century on the Arabian Peninsula, the Quraysh tribe ruled over Makkah, and the Holy Kaaba was under their control. They gained a fortune by charging visitors to the Kaaba. Muhammad, born in 570 CE, was a dedicated religious man who sought to improve his community. Muhammad would retreat to a cave to pray and worship alone. During these cave prayers in the holy month of Ramadan, Prophet Muhammad received the revelation from God through the angel Jibril, saying, "Read, in the name of your Lord, who created man from a clinging substance. Read, your Lord is most generous. He who taught by the pen taught man that which he knew not." Quran 96, ayah 1-5. Muhammad received revelations from God throughout the course of the following 22 years, which he would recite publicly and record with the help of his closest companions, known as the Sahaba. These were collected into the Quran, the holy book of Islam, during the lifetime of Muhammad. The word Quran literally means to recite, and what was spoken by Muhammad but is not found in the Quran is referred to be a hadith. The hadiths are arranged in a pyramid, with the weak at the bottom and the strong at the top. Six guiding principles can be found in Muhammad's teachings. First, Tawheed. The idea of God being one and alone is at the heart of Islam. The same deity is worshipped by all three Abrahamic religions. Muslims simply refer to God as Allah. Even Arab Christians call God Allah. Muslims hold that God is all-knowing and all-powerful. God has no body, no race, no gender or kids, and is untouched by human life's traits. Islam considers it to be a serious sin to equate someone with God. 2. Belief in angels. Muslims hold that angels were made by God to carry out His will and act as messengers to the prophets. Muslims have the view that angels are spiritual entities made of light. They have a variety of responsibilities, including guarding people and recording human deeds and disclosures. Muslims also hold the belief that everyone has two angels who keep a record of their actions. One angel records good deeds, and the other angel records evil deeds. 3. Belief in the prophets. Muslims hold that God has sent prophets throughout history to lead people in the right direction. Muslims acknowledge the prophethood of Jesus, Moses, Abraham, and other prophets in addition to Muhammad. 4. Belief in the books. Muslims hold that God gave holy texts to prophets throughout history through revelation. Muslims consider God's word to be fully and ultimately revealed in the Quran. 5. Belief in the Day of Judgment. 6. Predestination belief. Muslims hold that everything that occurs in the world is predetermined by God. Many people fled to Muhammad and became Muslims. The duties that they were told can be distributed into 5 acts of worship, aka the 5 pillars of Islam. Shahada. A shahada is a declaration of faith in Islam. The shahada, which translates as, "I testify that there is no deity except God, and I testify that Muhammad is the messenger of God," must be recited in order to become a Muslim. Prayer. The 5 times a day, as-salah, is viewed as a direct line of contact between the individual and God. Zakat. Zakat is a type of philanthropy that entails contributing a set amount, roughly 2.5% of total wealth, to those who can afford it in order to aid the needy or the destitute. The 4th pillar, or Psalm or fasting, is the month of Ramadan, a time of self-control and fasting. Muslims abstain from eating and drinking during the day. If fasting would be stressful for the elderly, young, sick, or pregnant women, they are excluded from doing so. 5. Hajj. Muslims undergo special rites and ceremonies in the holy city of Mecca during the Hajj pilgrimage. If they are able to, every Muslim must perform the pilgrimage once in their lifetime. There is no distinction made during the Hajj based on gender, status, or ethnicity. After 12 years of preaching Islam in Makkah, he got a lot of persecution and was directed by the God to migrate to the city of Yathrib, which was then renamed Medina, the city of the Prophet. This migration is known as Hijra and marks the first year of the Islamic calendar. Sharia law is a thorough legal and ethical rule developed from Islamic beliefs. It addresses concerns of family life, business dealings, and criminal justice. It offers rules for marriage, divorce, inheritance, and child custody, as well as emphasizing qualities like honesty, integrity, and compassion. It discourages usury and promotes fairness in economic dealings. In terms of criminal justice, it specifies penalties but places an emphasis on forgiveness and rehabilitation. Different schools of thought and cultural influences have an impact on how Sharia is interpreted and applied throughout legal systems and nations with a majority of Muslims.